What's this, I hear you asking? A full-length video? Why, yes it is. This isn't a free race compilation, however the fuck you say it. This is a proper full race. We actually had a decent one. These are the point standings. We're fighting for third in the points championship. And let's just get straight into it, no bullshit. 5 red lights, and away we're going to go. We're starting P7 on the grid. Jonathan's up in P5, he's had a very good qualifying. We've had a semi-okay qualifying. We're coming down into turn 1, trying to avoid any sort of carnage. We've been spun out a lot in the last few races, you would have seen. It's been okay, we've had a decent turn 1, we're still alive. Jonathan's dropped back a little bit, and we're right on the back of this little bat. We've got a lovely bit of space between us and the Ferrari behind, so that's always good. A little bit of contact with Jonathan and Tom in the Ferrari, and I think that's our battle. This race is going to be with the Ferrari, so Williams versus Ferrari. It's going back to, I don't know, like 2003 or something, but they're not fighting for the wins. We're fighting for P5s. Lap 2, Jonathan has had a really scruffy corner there, just almost losing it, and thankfully not going into the tyre barrier, or the barrier, so we've managed to get past him. Obviously a much better run, but here comes Coley as well. Coley's up the inside of Jonathan, trying to gut the inside of us as well. We leave him enough room, we get a much better exit, some better traction using that ERS, and Jonathan's up the inside of Coley as well, so we're both going to be able to get past him and slip into P6 and P7. And just look in the mirrors, and Jonathan manages to get past, so a good start for us. Now we need to build on this, and you can see the top 4 are kind of getting away, not too much. Tom's driving really wide there in the Ferrari. We're going to be able to get alongside coming into the penultimate corner, but there's no point going around the outside here, especially with DRS now enabled. You know, you want the DRS and going wide a lot, so probably not far off a penalty for Tom in the Ferrari, who got DRS, and we're just going to stay behind on this straight and get past on one of the straights, maybe the second one. So behind Jonathan, side by side with the other Ferrari. This is a really intense battle. I think Ferrari are second in the point standing, so we're not really fighting them too hard, but I'm definitely fighting the 2 Ferrari drivers in terms of championship position. We're currently 7th before this race, and obviously last season we're in top 5, so we want to try to get back there. So you go DRS, ERS, nothing Tom can do, and we're passed into P5 only on lap 4, so we've had a really strong start to this race. But Tom's Vibin is coming back, he's on the hard tyres, trying to get around the outside into the second braking zone, and he's going to have that DRS as well. But we managed to get quite a good exit here. I don't know why we got such a good exit, but we did, and we don't have to worry about that DRS cutback from Tom into that corner. On to lap 6, some really stupid lines. I still don't know why I turned that early, but I did, and that's a free second time penalty that will hinder us. And Coley just absolute steaming up the inside. Definitely not going to be able to get past, not going to be able to do anything there. So we're going to stay behind him for a little bit. I decided not to try to get back in front, because I think he's a little bit quicker, and Tristan is not too far up ahead, and I'm not really catching him, so hopefully Coley can kind of guide us towards the McLaren in front, and we can start attacking. On lap number 9, got some yellow flags up ahead, and that's because Dark, the championship leader, has had a spin or had some sort of contact and allows us to get past. So Coley gets past, I get past, but then I get a legal overtake, so I've had to go back out the way, let Dark back past, and then Jonathan slips through as well. So we've lost 2 places now, and a lot of ground to Coley, so that's irritating, but yeah, is what it is. Lap 15, and this is the pit window lap. However, Jonathan also has the same pit window, so we're going to let him pit first, because obviously he's in front at the start of the lap, and it's only fair. So DRS, ERS, gotta go flying up the inside. Nothing really Jonathan can do, and normally you'll see that we don't really battle too much. We've had some really good battles in the past, but we really do like to play this team game, because well, why not? There's no point in compromising each other's races too much. Lap 16, this is our pit lap now. We've got WOR Tristan behind, who is new to the league. Up the inside he goes on his hard tyres. He's obviously on a different strategy, he's going to be staying out a little bit longer than we are, so we're not going to fight him too hard, because it's just a different race at the moment, and it's only going to cost us more time to the battle that we're really focusing on. So into the pits, perfect pit entry onto the hard tyres, and this should be it till the end, or will it? Wink wink. I'm definitely not hinting at something Safety car. Oh wait, no safety car coming. Out the pits, there's Coley, and Jonathan's going to be very, very close. But obviously his tyres are a lap older, so they're going to be up to speed, up to temperature a lot quicker. So already up to temperature, and we're still trying to warm them up. So there goes Jonathan. Going to step behind him for now, and then maybe try to attack him once these tyres get into the operating window, and they do now. So we're going to try and go up the inside, but a little bit too far back, and just step behind for that second DRS activation zone. Actually the third, I think. Yeah, it is the third. So there you go, DRS. Going to go to the left-hand side, which Jonathan didn't expect. And into the braking zone we go. P6 and P7 we are at the moment. And obviously a few cars up ahead yet to pit. I thought Jonathan was actually going to get the kind of cut back on me here, but luckily not. On lap 22 of the race. And there's that little thing I was hinting at earlier, safety car. And we've still got 14 laps to go, so we're going to have to come in to the pits. We're going to pit for some mediums. Jonathan's right behind, so I'm kind of glad that we was in front, just so we didn't get too held up. And you can see Dark also pitting as well, but luckily we both managed to get out in a decent position, and we didn't lose any places. So, you know, we're on the mediums now. I think Byron are about a lap old from qualifying, but they're still in good temperature. And we're really in this battle now, because we're now in, well, we're in P6 with the top 5 right in front of us. Just a shame about the time penalty. Safety car in on lap 25. We had a terrible restart. Yeah, really bad. I don't know why I reacted so late. Maybe it's because I'm crap, and that would be true. But that doesn't matter because we still got this race to go. You see the top 6 cars or top 5 cars are really close, even if you look on the mini-map. So there's definitely a chance of some contact up ahead that might allow us to make something of this race still. Coley is actually still on the hard tyres, so I don't think he pit. I don't think he chose to come off the tyres, so he's struggling a lot. As you can see, we actually touch his rear right tyre there, luckily avoiding any damage or anything, and managed to slip past up into P5 now. But he seems to be really struggling on those older hard tyres. And then Coley, or Dark's actually got past Coley as well, and obviously Dark is quick as fuck, so it won't be long until he manages to get past us. But I didn't want to make it too easy. I definitely didn't want to let past that lap, but you know, again, in that DRS, straight past. Again, sit behind now and just try to catch the drivers up ahead, because again, they are so close, battling side by side every single lap, and that's the great thing about this track. It really does produce some very close, very interesting racing. I mean, look how close this is. We are actually in the battle here for the win, really. We're in the battle for the lead of this race with 5 laps to go. We're in the DRS of Dark. We're not really slipping back either. But just keep an eye up ahead on lap 34, WOR and Dark. WOR has a terrible exit there. He kind of goes sideways and he crashes with Dark into the gravel. They go, giving us a lovely 2 places, and up to 4th place we go. So huge drama for the championship leader, and it's all kicking off now. And with only 2 laps to go, Tristan up ahead has gone off. I think he's had some kind of contact with Nice Job up ahead. He's also got 8 seconds worth of penalties, so we've been promoted up into 3rd place with 2 laps to go. Tristan has 5 seconds more worth of penalties than us, and this is a mistake that I made. I thought, you know what, it'll be fine. Even if he gets past us, we don't have to worry because we're going to be okay. We're finishing within those 5 seconds. So I don't fight Tristan as hard as I should have, and just kind of allow him to slip past, and this was a big mistake. You can also see my ERS is like 5%, so I don't think there was much I could have done here, but across the line we're going to end up finishing into P3 as long as we stay within those 5 seconds, which we should, because there's only a sector to go, and I'd have to really screw up. But I believe the 5 seconds was a contact with one of the drivers under the safety car, but I don't believe it's Tristan's fault. There's no official thing on it yet, but I think he's going to get his 5 seconds removed. So unfortunately we're not going to be finishing on the podium. It is going to be P4, but it's going to be P3 across the line, so I'll take the silverware for a little bit of time, just like George Russell did, apart from I'm shitter than George Russell, and I'll take the P4 after some terrible races recently. It's a really strong race where we had a lot of battles with the close guys. We were right up there fighting for the lead and the podium. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.